Everybody, today I am going to be covering the Chuck E. Cheese iceberg. Why? Because, well, I never see anybody doing Chuck E. Cheese iceberg on YouTube, and not that much iceberg images of it exists. So I am going to be the first one to ever do a video on it. Well, the second one. But this time I'm going to use a different iceberg image, unlike that guy. So yeah, let's stop talking and let's get into the video.
If you could talk to the animals, just imagine it, chatting to a chimp and chimpanzee.
Avenger shows. I think this is referring to the Chuck E. Cheese Avenger character era, also known as the Cool Chuck era, where Chuck E. Cheese would have appeared as a cartoon character in 1997. It was pretty cool, and he appeared in many different shows and commercials as his cartoon counterpart. The King of YouTube. I think this is referring to the King YouTube channel, where it features this guy who brought back the King Chuck E. Cheese animatronics and produced shows and shorts with them. It's pretty cool. And for those who don't know, the King used to be an old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic who used to perform at cabaret shows back in the 1980s. Fake conspiracies about haunted animatronics / reused pizza. So there's this conspiracy theory that Chuck E. Cheese reused pizza whenever it's thrown out, which would explain why most of the slices are in the same size. And the fake conspiracy about haunted animatronics, I have no idea what they're talking about. Chuck E. Cheese's. So I'm pretty sure all of y'all know this, but the Chuck E. Cheese restaurant is called Chuck E. Cheese's with an S at the end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of y'all know this. But the thing is, some locations doesn't have the S at the end for some reason, which is weird because you usually don't see that. 2.0. For FNAF jokes. Since some of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics were like creepy and stuff, people have been comparing it to the FNAF characters. And plus, FNAF was actually inspired by Chuck E. Cheese, which is cool. Second bankruptcy. So as you know, Chuck E. Cheese in 2020 filed for bankruptcy. And then they filed for bankruptcy again, which is just really sad. A large and powerful rat. I think this is just referring to that meme from the Frontland, where he called Chuck E. Cheese a powerful rat.
A powerful rat named Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Pasquale's Pizza and Wings. So on the Grubhub app and some other delivery service apps, Chuck E. Cheese changed their name to Pasquale's Pizza and Wings, which makes some people believe that they're getting rid of the Chuck E. Cheese mascot. Personally, I hope they're not actually getting rid of him, but who knows. Concept Unification. Concept Unification was the process at Showbiz Pizza Place, whereby rocket fire explosion stages were converted to the 3-stage Munch make-believe band format during the early 1990s. In addition, Showbiz Pizza Place locations will be converted to Chuck E. Cheese, while still retaining the "Where a Kid Can Be a Kid" jingle and slogan. Portrait bots. During the early days of Chuck E. Cheese, back in like the 1970s and stuff, the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic used to be displaying these little portraits, which was pretty cool back then. Jungle Gyms. Jungle Gyms was an international market that features some of the Chuck E. Cheese characters at display, such as the King, the Warblets, and a retrofitted version of Pasquale. Volo Auto. At the Volo Auto Museum, it featured a restored version of one of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic bands named the Beagles, which was pretty cool. BTT guest characters / side ads. These are just some of the characters that were shown as cabaret characters and guests for Chuck E. Cheese back in the 80s and 70s. These cabaret characters includes Madame Oink, Foxy Colleen, Helen Henny, Sally Sachet, and Harmony Howlett. Wolfman Zapp. Wolfman Zapp was an animatronic created by Nolan Bushnell that was used as Wolfman Zapp's boy and grill. Not much is known about the character or restaurant, as neither are documented well. The character appears to have been a retrofitted Pizza Time Theater animatronic. According to Bushnell, there was a total of 5 Wolfman Zapp bar and grill restaurants, and supposedly there was also a show tape. Sadly, this show tape audio hasn't been found yet. Prototype concept unification. I think this is referring to the prototype concept unification stage, which the characters look a bit funky. Dr. Ducks. Dr. Ducks was supposedly a lost Chuck E. Cheese character that was lost for over 30 years. There's absolutely no information about him, except for what was already given by the Showbiz Pizza Facebook post. Costume changes. I think this is talking about the Chuck E. Cheese costume changes. A lot of them are fine, but some of them are a bit weird, like this one. The Man and Dog Show. This is referring to a Man and Dog Show, where it has retrofitted versions of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, and it took place at an amusement park called Gilligan's Wonderland Pier at Ocean City. Chuck E. Cheese Con / Cheesevention. Chuck E. Cheese Con is an unofficial piece of time theater and Chuck E. Cheese fan convention hosted in Dallas, Texas, where it costs $10 per person. And Cheesevention was a premier fan sponsor conventions and gathering for fans of Chuck E. Cheese and Showbiz Pizza. Retrofits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all know what retrofits is. Retrofits is where you just take a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic, or well, pretty much any animatronic, and convert it and change it into a different character with using different cosmetics. Banjo's Billy's. Banjo's Billy's was a pizza restaurant that features retrofitted animatronics of the Chuck E. Cheese character, and even a costume of the main mascot, Banjo. It pretty much was just a whip-off of Chuck E. Cheese. Prototype Cybernetics. This is just referring to the prototype Cybernetics characters from Untitled, which just shows a prototype version of Chuck E. Cheese, Madame Oink, and Jasper T. Jowls. Boomis Pizza Fiesta / Showbiz Pizza Fiesta. The Showbiz Pizza Fiesta was, well, just a Showbiz Pizza place found in Mexico. And Boomis Pizza Fiesta was a place that had a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic retrofits. And oh my goodness, those animatronics look ugly. Wacky and the Rambling Rascals. Wacky and the Rambling Rascals was also obviously a retrofitted version of the Chuck E. Cheese band that was performed at the Enchanted Forest in New York. Piece of Time Theater / Walk of Fire Exposure Band sharing scripts. I couldn't find any information on this, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were sharing scripts for shows. Dandy Bear retrofits. Danny Bear was a former Pizza Time Theater location in Miami. It was called Danny Bear, which seems to have little or no information online. It has a plethora of retrofitted Pizza Time Theater bots, two of which resemble a retrofitted Foxy Colleen. Below is the main stage, followed by two other photos of the interactive display bots. Other than that, there's not much information about Danny Bear. Only two videos of the animatronics performing exist on YouTube. Roy T. Bogdansoff. According to a user on tapatalk.com, Jasper T. Jowls and Harmony Howlett has a cousin named Roy T. Bogdansoff. There's no information about this character whatsoever, except for the fact that he is a cousin of Jasper and Harmony. Mark's Funtime Pizza. Mark's Funtime Pizza was just another Chuck E. Cheese ripoff with retrofitted Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. And oh yeah, there was even a wedding there. Imagine being married on a place called Mark's Funtime Pizza. Little Barn was a water park that took place in Texas, and one time there was Chuck E. Cheese animatronics performing there. Why, I don't know. Cow Dolly. As the Whiz-Bang Mystery Funhouse, there was an animatronic of Dolly Dimples as a cow. And that's it. Paul E. Parrott. From what I've seen, this is just another Chuck E. Cheese ripoff, except that there's barely any information on it. The only information we had is where it is located, which is Kutztown, and what some of the characters might have looked like from an advertisement. Way L. Rabbit. I have no idea what this is talking about, so let's just move on. Prototype walk-around board. On wolfpoint.com, it lists a selling for supposedly a prototype version of a board costume that was supposed to be used at Chuck E. Cheese. Not much no information is about it, except that it's in very poor condition. Outside Pasquale and Chuck. I also have no information on this. Pumpkin Festival Band. Pumpkin Festival Band was another band of Chuck E. Cheese retrofitted characters to fit into pumpkin-style characters. Not much is known about the location of where this band was, but according to showbizpizza.com, it most likely is somewhere near Ohio. Chicken Wings Helen. I have no idea what this could be. The Octopus. The Octopus was an unused Chuck E. Cheese character that was never seen. According to one user on tapatalk.com, he was supposed to be a part of the band board, which gave the illusion that he was playing the band board. And it being a wide array of phonic instruments that added live percussion to Pizza Time Theater shows, located next to Pasquale as the instruments move around. This idea was canned, however, due to Pizza Time's Theater unfortunate bankruptcy. Only one picture of this octopus character exists, seen to be taken at the Pizza Time Theater costume department. Willy Wonka Chuck Macaret. This is referring to a Chuck E. Cheese sculpture, a Chuck E. Cheese Macaret sculpture that was posted on the showbizpizza.com Facebook page. It kind of looks like Willy Wonka. Why? I don't know, considering that the Facebook post mentions nothing about the resemblance. JJ's Pizza Parlor. JJ's Pizza Parlor was supposedly a Chuck E. Cheese rip-off restaurant that had retrofits of the Chuck E. Cheese characters. Not much information is known about this, and this picture is the only known picture and evidence that it ever existed. Woo! So yeah, that was the Chuck E. Cheese Iceberg. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and see you guys later. Peace!